Hello everyone, I am Keshav and today I am back with another video in this series of 15 videos. This is video number 2. In this video I will teach you the Ruy Lopez opening, also called the Spanish opening. So I will teach you this opening through a game between Vishwanathan Anand and Vasily Ivanchuk, which was played in the year 1988. And you know who Vishwanathan Anand is. He is the first Grandmaster from India. He gained this title in the year 1987 at the age of 18, and since then he has achieved so many feats that we cannot even tell in this video. So he is 5 times world champion and much more, and he lost his world championship title to Magnus Carlsen in the year 2013. So let's begin with the game. So Anand in this game opens with 1 e4, pawn to e4. Ivanchuk replies with e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop b5. So this is the move order in the Ruy Lopez opening: e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop b5. So basically the main motive of this opening to control the center and to prepare cancelling as soon as possible. So as you can see, the white pieces vacated the squares f1 and g1 to make the castling possible. So castling is basically a move which is kind of a special move in chess, which ensures the safety of the king and also get the rook into the game. So this variation is called Ruy Lopez, or also Spanish game. Now Ivanchuk plays a6, attacking the bishop. And in the previous video I also told you that bishop is 3 points and pawn is 1 point. So we cannot take the pawn. If we take the pawn which is on a6 square, then Ivanchuk in this case will recapture the the bishop with the b7 pawn. So we will lose 2 points, as pawn is 1 point and bishop is worth 3 points. So this is not good to capture the pawn. So Anand retreated his bishop to a4. This is called the Morphy defense, Morphy variation of Ruy Lopez. Now Ivanchuk plays knight to f6. He also develops his pieces and prepares to castle. Anand first plays d3 to open up his dark square bishop, which was locked on c1 square, and now it is open. Ivanchuk does the same. Anand castles, makes his king safe and get the rook into the game. Ivanchuk plays the move bishop to d7. Anand plays the move c3 because he wants to tuck in the bishop to the c2 square, as the next move of Ivanchuk could be b5 attacking the bishop. So it would be quite annoying for the bishop to retreat to the square b3, as it could be attacked later by the moves a5 and a4. So to avoid this, Anand made some space for the bishop to sit on c2 in case Ivanchuk pushes his pawn on the queen side. So Ivanchuk prepares to develop his black squared bishop to the g7 square, and when we place the bishop on the longest diagonal, which are a1 h1 diagonal and a1 h8 diagonal and h1 a8 diagonal. So when we put the bishops on squares b2, g2, g7 and b7, then this is called fianchettoing. So black prepares to fianchetto his black squared bishop. Anand goes knight b to d2, as he could not develop his piece to knight to c3, so he developed it to d2 square. Now there is a very special maneuver, very famous maneuver, which is rook e1, knight g1 and knight g3 to control more squares onto the king side, and it comes handy later to attack the king. So bishop g7, as I told you, fianchetting the bishop. Now comes the move d4. d4 attacks the e5 pawn and releases some tension in the center, which is good for white. If black captures with the e5 pawn, then white will capture with the c3 pawn. Now Ivanchuk simply castles. Anand plays the prophylactic move h3 to prevent both the knight and the bishop to come to the g4 square. Now Ivanchuk opens up the bishop by moving his knight to h5 square. Anand recaptures as it was attacked two times. Ivanchuk recaptures. Anand prepares the very famous maneuver knight f1 knight g3 by playing the move rook e1. Now Ivanchuk is preparing a king side attack. He has his bishop queen battery on d7 and c8, and also his knight is very near to the black king, so he is preparing moves like bishop takes h3. This is called sacrifice. When we capture a lower value piece with a higher value piece, and this is called a sacrifice. Anand goes with the move knight f1. Now Ivanchuk plays rook to d8. Now he is threatening some discoveries with the move like bishop to h3, because Anand cannot recapture as his queen will also be attacked by the rook. So he has to defend his queen, which is more powerful piece. So he has to move the king on in order to uh, get rid of those nasty discoveries. So he plays queen to e2. Ivanchuk plays h6, knight f2 h2 by Anand. Uh, Ivanchuk starts his queenside attack, bishop to c2. There are some basic moves, bishop to e6. Now Ivanchuk attacks Anand's queen, so he has to move it or capture it. So Anand decided to capture it, bishop to f4, recapture. Now Anand wants to exchange one pair of rooks to gain simplicity and move forward in the game. Now these are some exchanges. So the game continues, and in the end Anand was able to win this game. So my main motive of this video was to teach you the Ruy Lopez opening, whose move order is, I will tell you once again: e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop b5. So this is called Ruy Lopez opening or Spanish opening. I hope you learned one opening today, and if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.